Papi?
Papi.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Papi? Tu veux voir Papi?
papi랑 통화하고
Il est
싶어.
pas là, Papi.
papi 안 계시는데. 뉴욕이야. 프랑스.
Very different vibe. This stands out, right?
Yeah.
Like a saloon.
Is in a way like Europe.
Yeah, this is scallion pancake. I don't know what you order with. Isn't this the fermented rice?
No, it's not. I didn't order anything.
We don't even know what we ordered.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's for sure pineapple bun.
This is the little extra.
I'm wondering if this is something we need to dip in soy.
Very sure.
But I'm not sure about soy sauce. Soy milk. Yeah, no, I'll try.
It cannot be bad. Anyway, it's very light. It's just soy milk. It's like it's a hot sweet soy milk. That's it. Voilà. Very good.
I think she will like it. 엄마 먹어? 알았어. 고맙습니다. 아.
Oui. Mais tu veux goûter? And we don't eat that, right? Yeah, I think
Sweet?
so. It's supposed to be some tofu also in there. I don't see where. But, dried or... Bébé, tu veux pas essayer ça? Non? Tu crois pas?
안 먹어볼 거야? 파인애플 번 맛있을 것 같은데?
You look like
달달해서?
cinnamon on there.
Yeah. No, there's some paste. 엄마 싫어? 나 아침 많이 먹고 와서 그래. 엄마 아빠 먹는 거 조금만 기다려주세요. 그리고 우리 놀이터 가자.
She's stepping on your foot.
어?
She's stepping on your foot. 그럼 양 가봐?
언니야 이거 엄마 거 꽃인데? 엄마 밟고 있어? 응?
Non, pas celui-là. Lequel? Non, c'est des gars. Non? Un autre?
solo many years ago.
How big these are? Do you mind if I open it and see? What's the most popular one?
Most popular is cheese ravioli and pork sauce. Yeah, I know. I was thinking, should I get?
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, he also said it's the most popular one.
Yeah, this is the cheese because I've been getting the cheese for years.
Have you tried?
Just drop it in boiling water. Don't let it defrost.
Oh, okay. So it's worse if I do that.
Because if you do, then it'll get sticky.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I like it. Dame foto. Dame foto.
Can I have one chicken tagine? And can I also try the zaluk? No, I don't have it. Do you have a harira soup?
Yes.
Yep, can I also have that? Thank you. Wow, that's huge.
보여? 어? لا تنجم
This one you have to work on. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
Hi, how are you? What is this?
This is baklava.
This is baklava?
Yeah, with cream.
Oh, where is it from? Is it classic baklava? Oh, this is from Palestine. I like to have a baklava, the classic one with pistachio.
Sure. How many do you like?
Just one. I also like to try the knafe
For here or to go?
to go. What's the difference between these
This
two?
one soft, that one crispy.
Oh,
So like this, right?
okay. It's just for a second. I only have $20 in cash.
Don't worry, maybe it's gonna be like $6-7.
Okay.
That's it? So
Yep.
this one you warm it up 20 seconds in microwave.
Microwave.
And
Okay.
enjoy your baklava. I don't charge you for that. Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Gusto for latte. Saudi no espresso.
Can I try Turkish?
Because I was like, no, because I was like, I'll wait for tomorrow or like later today if I need like to wake up. But like, I try to keep myself in check because if not, then I'm gonna just like be anxious and just off the caffeine. I know myself.
I'm not like tired. I'm just like, my body.
Yep.
Anna Brosini, credo.
Yeah, that pound, we're going to skip.
Thank you.
Yep, I'll try that small octopus over there.
More?
Yep.
Yeah, it's already clean everything.
It's already cleaned?
Yeah.
Have 1 pound of sea bass. 1 pound of salmon. Thank you.
I found you right when you walked in. I felt it. There was something magic in this room. I found you in an unexpected moment. All the world got quiet and I knew. Standing here together with your hand in mine, I wanna know what forever feels like. Standing here together with your hand in mine, I wanna know what forever feels like. You found me here in front of everybody. Honestly, I can't believe it's true. You found me. A good summer, but then we broke up, and now I just wonder what we could have been. Oh, but who's this in front of me? I think I'm just trying to see what's out there and possibly take the lead. And I'm feeling good. I don't know how this is happening. You understood. Tell me, but can you tell me? Baby, tell me what are the chances that I find it here with my heart torn to pieces? Just when I thought it was over, I found you like a four-leaf clover, a four-leaf clover. The synergy's crazy, the way it happens so fast, for more than a maybe. And I prayed that we last, I didn't know it, till you pulled up in the moment. You saw my heart, then you stole it, yeah. And I'm thinking that it's meant to be. Baby, tell me what are the chances that I find it here with my heart torn to pieces? Just when I thought it was over, I found you like a four-leaf clover, a four-leaf clover. Baby, tell me what are the chances? Tell me what they are. Just when I thought it was over, I found you like a four-leaf clover, a four-leaf clover. The synergy's crazy, the way it happens so fast. more than a maybe. And I pray that we last. I didn't know it till you pulled up in the moment. You saw my heart, then you stole it, yeah. And I'm thinking that it's meant to be. Baby, tell me what are the chances that I'll find you here with my heart torn to pieces. Just when I thought it was over, oh, I found you like a four-leaf clover, a four-leaf clover. Baby, tell me what are the chances? Tell me what they are. That I'll find you here with my heart torn to pieces. Just when I thought it was over, oh, I found you like a four-leaf clover, a four-leaf clover. The synergy's crazy, the way it happens so fast, for more than a maybe. And I pray that we last. I didn't know it till you pulled up in the moment. You saw my heart, then you stole it, yeah. And I'm thinking that it's meant to be. Baby, tell me what are the chances that I'll find you here with my heart torn to pieces. Just when I thought it was over, oh, I found you like a four-leaf clover. Sleigh bells ringing, carols singing, you know I'm dreaming. Christmas will be white, decorated, hanging stockings. I made sure that yours was hung just right, but you won't be home this year, so I have to sing without you here. I'll sing it from my heart, even though you're far away. You know a love like ours, it's a gift to celebrate. So imagine that I'm by your side, and I'm looking deep into your eyes, saying Merry Christmas tonight. Blazing fire, my heart's desire is to talk with you late into the night, but your voice is just on these pages, telling me that everything's alright. Oh, the longing makes it sweeter, so if I have to sing without